Hi everyone. Now my lipstick is pink. Looks a bit like Brooklyn Bruff's colour today. Now we're doing the pink lipstick thing today, everybody, and two berries come on with their beautiful pink lipstick and I love it. This one doesn't stay on quite long enough, so do you think I need to find the Laurie Mercier? Anyway, cheers everyone, it's Thursday. And I'm going to say thanks for coming on again. Charge up your glass. It's Thursday, everybody. And how was your week? Nicole's on. G'day, darling. How you going up there in Echuca? Did you? I hear it would have been busy up there with lots of people up there for Easter. Now, hang on. I just remembered. Go get me iPad, everybody. And yeah, Nicole, you might be the only person on tonight. Everyone else is busy, as we have been with Easter, and a bit cold today. Has it been cold up there? Oh, sorry, darling. Nicole's canary died. Nicole, come to Apollo Bay, darling, because Uncle Brucey has a cage full of them. And if you're here, I'd give you one. They are lovely birds. Bev Anderson, you're not liking the cold weather. Well, you're going to Broome soon, so you'll be right. And it is cold. And Cheryl, be cold there in Tassie too, darling. So the best thing we can do tonight is we can have a little glass of my cheap Prosecco from Aldi, and all the girls from Queensland are going to do a border run. Oh, what's going on? What's wrong with Diane? Something's going on. I worry when I don't see all the conversations and I'm missing it. What happened? Hello, Rosie. Cheers, biggies. It's Thursday. We're having a leg of lamb. It's this big. It's from Aldi. I love Aldi. Now, hang on. I love Apollo Bay too, by the way. So let me see what's going on. Oh, good stuff. Diane's had her operation. Di McPhee, everybody, and she's back on the ward. And Lyndon's been in Ballarat, and you're having fish and chips. Sounds good. Melanie's on. Oh, hey, Cal. What did you think of those jumpers, love? Did you bung them on? I reckon take a photo of you in the jumpers. I love them. In fact, I reckon I'll buy another couple. What do you reckon, Kelly, for winter? What's wrong, Mel? Oh, you're on time, Lenore. I don't believe you. Judy's on. G'day, Bar. Oh, you're on from Big Barley, sweetheart. Oh, will you wait till May next year when we all turn up? And Judy Walpole said she'll be at the airport waiting for us. So there you go. Sue Barterm, I love you. Huh? Oh, hey, I love them too. So if anyone wants a good jumper for winter, Karma Chameleon and Kelly Robinson ordered them and she loves them. And I think I might get another two. I reckon I need two more. Diane's had a surgery, Mel. She's back on the ward. So that's great stuff to hear, isn't it? She's a beautiful girl. And bloody Brenda's on. You're on. Are you on this too? No, it's morning, Brenda. And Pat's on. You're all on. Everyone's confused. Yeah. You're all talking a lot. Don't worry. You better be there, my little jug. You're going to see some berries anyway soon because one of them, Lola's, you're all on. Oh, it's great to see all my familiar faces. Hey, did you come on and see me at lunchtime? Now, on Facebook, I thought I'll come on it on Facebook for those that, because a lot of people still don't know about this. G'day, Brooke Bruff. See our pink lips. I sent you stuff today. Oh, look, everyone's going to be on. Yeah. I love the way you're talking. Oh, God. I'll just shut up. That's what this group is about, that you can talk about real stuff here because no one else is seeing it. Yes, Liz. Oh, no, I don't think Liz Ball's on yet, is she? Liz Ball never, ever misses out on a chat though. And it's nice to see everyone's coming on and chatting away without me. And you don't buy a canary off Bruce Nicole Cataforis. We give you one. So when you come, you can have a canary, and that is, I promise, okay? And that's a gift from me. Everyone, Nicole's canary died today, so she's been a bit sad, and doesn't matter, does it? We love all of our people, doggies, cats, whatever. We become attached to them. And something just come on then. I've got to go get my iPad because I like the iPad better than this for what it does. And I can't believe you talk more than me. But I tell you what was really interesting today was, did you see that person that's having a go at me, by the way, on Facebook Messenger? And someone sent me a message tonight, Lewis did. Oh, Lynn, go to Karma Chameleon, Karma Kameleon. They're from Mildura. And I tell you what, they're thin. There's a couple of thick ones. I got the striped one. Actually, I'll go and get it. Can you all talk while I go and get my jumper? And I think I'll get another one. And there's one with a boat neck. Did you buy one of them? Maybe I need a black one. What do you reckon? Oh, Samantha's on. Oh, well, that lady today, yesterday, and I thought, you know what, love, it does upset me because it doesn't matter who it is. If someone's saying awful things like that about you, you just do get upset. I know that all of us have been upset at some time, haven't we, Virginia Henderson, darling, gorgeous, that it's unnecessary. And I just felt that I just thought, you know what, I'm not going to put up with this. And Patreon is a way that we don't have those people even here because they're not going to pay. Vanessa, how are you, darling? And so this to me is safe for me. It's safe for you too, actually. And so we can be more honest if we want to. It did upset me, Lyndon, and I think I did the right thing by putting that on Facebook today for everyone to see. And I actually got a message from Lewis, the bloke, tonight, and he said, well, she's not a very Karen. And you know what? I wasn't angry. I was upset because I don't expect people to behave like that. And berries don't behave well. If they do behave like that, they don't stay on our page for very long. I have had, I've had things happen. 10 years since your mum passed you. Well, I'm going to say something. Your mum was a movie star, Judy Walpole. Oh, my God, that picture of her on a motorbike. It just looked like something out of a James Dean movie. Was she a model? Because it was just magnificent. Or was she an artist? There's something about your mum, Jude. And I'm wondering, was she an artist or something? She was something, especially in the day, to be posing on a motorbike in a two-piece bathing suit. She looked beautiful. And you never get over missing them, do you? Oh, she had 3 profiles. What is a troller? Oh, so that's what she does for a living. Oh, I didn't know that. Hello, Sue Egan. How are you, darling? And why would you do it for a living, though, Lou? What do you get out of it? I don't quite get what people get out of it. But anyway, Lewis sent me a message and he said, you know what? Best thing you did was taking that screenshot and putting it on Facebook, because then you're actually exposing them to the world. Yeah. So that was a really good thing. So anyone that trolls me again, I'm going to do the same thing. If anyone is, unfair remarks. Yeah, Callie, I was going to go and show everyone my striped jumper. I bought a thick one with she was way ahead of her time and she was just magnificent. Judy, she was. Oh, I think it was great. It was like a James Dean movie to me. Yeah. Attentions. Is that what they are? Well, you know, if she came to us and Liz is on, Jude, Liz is on. We you can politely stalk me anytime, Karen. And guess what? That white stuff, you know, the white stuff, Karen, Sandy told me it's actually primer. Hmm. But this lipstick doesn't stay on. Karen McEwen. Yeah, it's it, taking the power away from them. And I'll do it to anyone from now on. If I get an awful thing, that's what I'm going to do. But I look, very, very rare, everyone, very rare. I've only ever had a couple because our group just isn't like it. In fact, it's been the opposite. And I've had the most beautiful messages from you guys. And I am just me, as I was all saying today. Don't expect me. And oh, our light is so bright. It is. Judy and Liz having a competition. God, I love our girls. You wait till we're all together. Oh, thank you, Robin Holland. And how are you tonight? So, how was everyone's week? With an election coming up, I still don't know what they're talking about, and I don't care because they all talk bullshit. I think. Hang on a minute. I'll go get my iPad because my iPad's better for the. I've got my Legoland in from Aldi, you know, the little one. And oh, that's better. Now I get all the remarks and I can read everything much better this way. Yeah, how can I put this up so I can read everything? Oh, excuse me, I burped. Oops. I'm allowed to burp. Oh, God. Oh, who do I sound like? My mother. My mother used to burp all the time. Brucey's dozen eggs will hold this up. Talk about a techie place. Need the tea towel. Oh, how'd you go at the physio? Liz Ball's been at the physio, and Di McPhee's had her operation, and she's in the ward, and she's at the Epworth in Geelong. So I might give her a ring. I'll give her a ring tomorrow. I said, I better not forget. Can someone remind me? Because it's drinky time. You know, I was just talking to Coralie Brayley. Now she's going to come on Patreon when the grandkids come to visit and get her on it. Now, Bev Anderson, just want to let you know that we had 3 Americans on today. We had, hang on, Vi, of course. Then we had, and Vi's been trying to get on here, and she doesn't know, it won't work, let her on, it won't work. And now we've got Boston, we've got Frisco, and we've got Southern California, and then we had Vancouver. And I loved it. Look, and Brenda, we've got another girl from England on here. Janine Amory, she's on, and she's going to come out in August. Margot Taylor, I sent your stuff away. And Judy Riphausen finally made it. Oh, we're getting better, and I can read your stuff as it comes up. I'm pretty good at that now. You know I'm pretty good at that. And I'm good at talking and listening at the same time. So you keep talking to each other, and I'll have a drink. I was going to go get the jumper and show you. Yeah, the tablet's really good, actually. Cheers, everyone. We're getting better at our little group, aren't we? And I feel a bit better. Cheers, Liz Ball. Have you got your drink? What are you cooking for tea? We've got half leg of lamb from Aldi, $11.99. It'll be enough for 6 meals with us because we just don't eat like we used to. And Denise is on. And Denise is my twinnie, everyone. Now, I was talking to Denise today. Listen to this. You're going to love it. I stuffed up Denise's order. It's amazing. She still likes me. And she lives in Tea Tree in South Australia. Anyway, I had to speak to her because I stuffed everything up. Anyway, she was absolutely gorgeous. And guess what? I'm going to tell them, Denise, we were born on the same day, on the same year, right? 5th of December, 1958. Both of us. And we were both premies. Now, I was 4 pound. I was the big one. What were you? You were like 1.5 pound or something. It's amazing you lived. How were you in the Royal Children's Hospital in Melbourne? Because I was. We could have been in hospital together because they would have flown. They would have brought you over to Melbourne then because that was you didn't have humidity cribs. Hey, Denise, you were £2.9. Yeah, but Denise, did you end up in Adelaide in hospital or were you in Melbourne in hospital? Oh, I bet we're in hospital together as well. Anyway, so we had a great old chat and you're coming to Bali and I'm coming to see her in Adelaide and we had a bit in common. It was fantastic and it was lovely to have that talk. And I can't ring everybody because I can't fit everyone in. You're on the red tonight. Yes, you spelt tea with a 5. Pork steaks and steamed veggies. That sounds very healthy, actually. No fat in that one, darling. And Brooke told me a little bit about her life today. And like all of us, it's another story. And the good, the bad, and the ugly. You lived in Port. Oh, you weren't in a human crib. You were in a humidity crib, darling. Oh, you were born in Port Pirie and I was born in Apollo Bay and transferred to the Royal Children's Hospital for 6 weeks. So there you go, because my granny said to my auntie, you've got a little niece, but don't get too excited. And you know what? I still love that auntie so much. I must ring her tomorrow. Mushroom and ginger. Oh, look, I tell you what, us berries eat. Well, Liz Ball hasn't told us what she's having. And Gail Quartermain put on her satay recipe today. I'm going to make that because, honestly, the curry powder and the peanut butter, it does it for me. What? 100%. Karen Houghton, your kids are very talented, both of them. Now, I'm also going to say, you know, that little girl of yours, Jennifer, is a talented artist. Judy Walpole said, Graham said. So her Jackson got 100% today. You know what? That makes you happy, doesn't it? I know, Liz Ball. I'm going to make that satay recipe because it was easy. And I probably wouldn't use coconut in it. I'd do it more like the Chinese. Barb Shanahan. Hey, she's on. Oh, she wants Barb Shanahan. I thought she was on Patreon, but she sent me a message because she wants to buy some shoes. I am so over the place. I'm so over the place with, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, Brenda, did you buy the lemon chicken from the butcher's? And Brenda, is it getting nice and hot there now yet? Wait till I'm in Thailand and you see me and me bloody bathers every day. I might buy a bikini over there. What do you reckon? I could look like a Russian. So the Russians won't be there because they're not allowed to go. They can't fly anywhere because no one wants them with the war. Mm-hmm. That's the truth, you know. Warm enough for no coat. It's getting hot in England. Brenda said it's warm enough for no coat today. Oh, I love it. When do I leave, Virginia? If I fill out the paperwork, I shall be leaving on the 3rd. So we got Brucey's 70th birthday. I'm going to Pam's. You could paint a suit on over there. Oh, I just love you, Liz Ball. You wait till I'm there. I'll be at the Scar Bar every night showing you that for, you know the castle and how when they talked about going on their holiday, it was all about the food they got in the plane. I'm like that. So I'll probably show you things like what I made to eat on the plane because I bought little compartment things from Kmart. We pack our own meal for Jetstar. I think meals are included on this one, but because I really don't like the Jetstar meals much. And you've got to do something while you're traveling. Yes. Make a nice fresh roll, you know. I think last time so long since I've been on a plane. Last time we went, they kept putting our lunch boxes through the little thing to see if they were drugs or, weapons in it. It was our tomato and cheese and lettuce rolls that they were worried about. But they were nice and fresh, and everyone was looking at me. Everyone was looking at me eating, I tell you, because it was much better to watch me eat what we were eating than what they were giving them on the plane. Yes. So, and what else do you do when you travel? You may as well eat. And then I'm really good on showing you food when I'm away. It's one of my best things, the food. Yeah. Oh, where I tell you what, Karen, you've got two very smart children. They take after their mother. Yes, it was my kids do. My mother-in-law was a ripper. Oh, that's right. It was a real threat, Lou. They really wanted the role. Vicky Ross is on. Oh, actually, Vicky, that wedding dress shopping with your daughter, it's different, isn't it? Because I know I've been there. And that was our first divorce, I think. I must say, when she did find the dress, I bawled my eyes out. Eat, drink, and watch a movie on the plane. That's exactly what I'll do. And I'll talk to whoever's sitting next to me. Karen, my Thai adventures are funny. Yes, I do need this break. And I've had, I'll show you how cheap you can do it, actually. And I might go visit Dr. B, and you'll love her. She might even have a bit of I'll do an interview with Dr. B, and I might do an interview with one of the hotel's managers is from France. If he's still there, I might do an interview with him. And what else can I do? Might take you shopping. No, don't buy anything. Really. There used to be this lovely man called Mr. Mitt, and he used to make stuff, and he was from Nepal, but he won't be there anymore because 2 years of no business would have killed him. And he used to send all his money home to his family. So over there are a lot of Nepalese there, and there are a lot of people from Myanmar, and they really literally, they think the Thais are rich. That's how poor they are. And they were so nice to us. Mr. Mitt made me clothes when I was there for the wedding, Casey's wedding and that. So anyone wanting anything made for a wedding, it's good. Bruce had suits made, and they asked us down for lunch. And they made us a special lunch, and they closed the shop just to have lunch with us. They were so kind and so generous, and they had friggin' nothing. And they used to, and you know what? I don't care that I pay heaps more for stuff over there. It doesn't bloody matter as long as they get the money. Same as in Bali, you want the people that need it to get it. And that was just so beautiful. But he was from Nepal, and he used to spend most of his money home to the family because Nepal is really poor, like as Thailand is rich compared to Nepal. They die in Australia, really. Quite amazing. So those people really need supporting. I'd rather give to them than give to, community aid abroad or something like that, to be honest, because it's going direct to the people. And that's what I do. Lou, Lou, don't feel guilty about having that. What treatment are they giving you for the lung cancer, darling? Oh, well, me too, Brenda. We can chat everywhere. I'll be chatting a lot in Queensland, but it won't be the kitchen as the backdrop. Oh, I'll show you my bed, show you the balcony, I'll show you the swimming pool. I'll show you all these dicky things. Apparently, there's a lot of things still closed, It doesn't matter. What I really need to do is have a rest because the stress of the last few years has got to all of us, hasn't it? And I think we all need a dress. You nurse with a Nepalese girl. They're beautiful people, Brooklyn, aren't they? I really love those people. And we have a Nepalese family here that live in Apollo Bay, and they're just gorgeous. And the mum, I keep thinking she's like 10 years old, but she's got a baby and she's about 3 foot tall. And I keep running into her at the supermarket, and that she's just beautiful. Yeah, and I think Apollo Bay's taken her under their wing. Oh, well, I tell you what, Vanessa, I'll do a live with Dr. B while I'm there. Listen to this, Vanessa. I'll do a live with Dr. B and you can ask her questions. Now, she used to be a lot cheaper than Australia for the injectables, and she employs a dentist as well. But ours have got cheaper now. So it'll be interesting to see if she is cheaper or not this time, because it's pretty reasonable to go to places here in Australia and get injectables done. Dentists, no, they're dear here, and they are cheap. Dental work is a huge thing in Thailand. The dentists are all trained overseas. These aren't just anybody dentists. They are fantastic dentists, actually, and it's a big thing. They also do plastic surgery for people if you want your breasts made smaller. And Dr. B's a GP. She was married to another doctor that worked in Singapore, but I think they're divorced now, which is very common over there, that they have kids, get divorced, move on. And I reckon she was having it on with the dentist. It's very handsome and very young. But you know what? She was fun. She was gorgeous. She was very fussy. Yeah, don't think for a minute that they're not, the standards aren't the same as here. They bloody well are. After all, a lot of them are trained in Australia. You forget that. And delicious food, Brooke. Well, I'll tell you what, I might do a cooking show from the hotel, from the Novotel. And I did one last time I was there, and I'll do a live one this time, and they won't know what hit them. Oh, they'll go, I think I won a cookbook and something for it, for the Accor hotel chain. Yes. So I might do a few lives there, and they might give me a free drink. That would be a good one, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yes, you must all catch up, you guys, I tell you. Well, you know what? You don't go to a doctor that is judgmental. They have no right to judge because no one knows anyone's story. And I'm going to say, Lou Green, that smoking's not illegal in Australia. Now, if they want to tell everyone off for smoking, make it illegal. It does annoy me that to have something that's legal and then you're told off for doing it. Drinking, make drinking illegal then. You know, it's just bullshit. And don't judge anyone because you don't know their story. Yeah, I know, Karen. I had my teeth all done over there. I've got to get 2 teeth taken out. I'm sick of them. I just broke them. But Bruce went, need nothing. No, need anything. So there you go. That's right, Cheryl Ralph. Life is hard enough. We are not going to judge someone because they smoke. I am not going to do that. I was a smoker. I know how hard it is to give up. And it's like drug addicts. Look, most people would give these things up if they could. Just remember that. No, you're not doing anything wrong, Jude. I don't think, Jude. I don't know. Bev Anderson's the one for you, and I reckon she's gone because she talks a lot and she's not on here at the moment. It is hard to give up, Brooklyn. I mean, I gave up 7 years ago, and it was the best thing I ever did. I must say I feel fantastic, but I know it's hard. Yeah, so bloody hell. I don't care if Lou Green's standing right beside me smoking a fag. That's her business, and it doesn't worry me, and I'm not going to say anything. So there you go. They're not supposed to be judgmental. Well, maybe they need to be trained, some of them, probably the old school maybe. You have 2 devices going, Jude, so have your phone and have your laptop. You'll have to play around, and I've got I love my iPad and I've got the laptop, but you could use your iPhone. But see, I don't know. You gave up smoking 22 years ago. It's like trying to give up food. That's exactly right, Lyndon O'Keefe. So I've been a bit naughty this week. And I was talking to Coralie Brayley, and she said her daughter was diabetic and has gone off the injectables and is on the medication like me, has lost weight, has started drinking again, has put on weight. I'm thinking, oh shit, I've started drinking again. I'm buggered. You don't have a computer, Jude. Do you have an iPad, Jude? I think you might get used to it after a bit. Another thing, Judy, go to see if you can get it on YouTube. So go to, are you on, did you push a button that took you to, I don't know how this works. You'll figure it out, love. You really want to see everyone else's comment, don't you? Judy, don't ask me. I'm not very good at all this stuff. All I know is how to talk. And I know it's not like Facebook, but I can't keep doing the Facebook all the time, Jude. Even the accountant told me that yesterday. Because you know me, I do spend a lot of the time on here. So you're on your iPad and the chat is on the side of the screen. Well, that's better, isn't it? Hey, who's the Remedy 77? What's your real name, love? I'm mucked up. So you get an email to see me on Patreon. See, Brenda's all over it, aren't you? So Karen's all over it. Bev Anderson is. What's happening? Oh, you're trying to help her. And Lola's not getting all the messages. Don't ask me, Lola. You only need to talk to me, love, anyway. Bugger everyone else. I'll tell you what they're saying. I don't get it. Don't come through. I don't know why that is. And as time goes on, we'll get better. Faye, what? Hey, Faye, you ordered some stuff on Facebook, and I'm getting the next lot out today. And I saw your name, hum. So don't forget, I mucked up, so I'll get back to you. And so what I've been doing today, because I had that many orders, and it was fantastic because I have to clear stock. It's going to be really big for me. And to get the messages from everybody that have been ordering is fantastic. And I've really appreciated it. And that first lot was so overwhelming. It's taken me a week because we've had Easter as well just to get it out. But there's more. And then we're going to go off. And when I come back from Thailand, I've got more stuff to put on. Yeah. Oh, you don't understand, Jude? Oh, the doy, love. But at least you're not missing out on coming on and watching me drink grog. Yeah. Actually, we're not allowed to bring this to Bali. Because in Thailand they drink. Yeah. Oh, you go with the flow. Well, there you go. I tell everyone what you're saying. Oh, Rosie said you might need to press the live chat button for the comments to show. Has anyone thought about that? Live chat button. What do you reckon, Kelly Robinson, if you push the live chat button? Now, by the way, don't forget, put them bloody jumpers on and show everyone how good they are. Can we buy grog in Brooklyn? You can buy beer and cocktails, but alcohol's dearer. And you can't really buy wine. You can. It's really expensive. You know why? Because Indonesia's a Muslim country, so they don't really in Jawa you wouldn't get it hardly. Jenny Blaze has just got home from Bendigo. Oh, you don't see me, Kin. No, Denise, I think it comes and goes. So I don't understand that either. And I'll be honest, I don't have access to the email address. We need to have access to that. So Oh, you can see it on a laptop, tablet, or computer, and I can see it all coming up here on my tablet. It's with the phone. It comes up. You have to go in. You see it, and then you get out again. I think you have to push live chat. Still don't get all. I don't understand, Kelly Robinson, and don't give me a headache because all I'm going to do is have another one because it's Thursday. Oh. And someone reminded me today that we've got another long weekend. We've got Anzac Day Monday. I've got a funeral Saturday. I've got a funeral Tuesday. So I'm fairly full on until I go away. And just the thought of all this is making me get a bit... I need someone to help me with downloading stuff to go to Thailand, actually. And so where's the live chat button? I think you're on it, Jude. I'm not sure. Now, listen, Bev Anderson's gone. You know why? Because we might ask her a question. But we have Karen Houghton on here who just loves talking all day to everybody and trying to help. Top left hand, Jude Walpole. And it depends on what sort of phone you've got. What sort of device do you have, Judy Walpole? Oh, why do you have to go? Liz Ball, what are you having for tea, darling? She won't tell us. You know she's a good cook. She's a chef. We've got a few chefs on here. I'll tell you what, I am going to make that satay recipe. It was really good to see. And easy and using lots of veggies and stuff. Everyone's trying to help you. Oh, so Vicky Ross started off having trouble and she logged back in. Now, Vicky, you can help everyone else while you're here. And I see Kerry got back home. She sent me a message, love, and I don't think I'll see her when I'm there. Oh, your leg of lamb in the slow cooker, darling. Yum, it'll fall off. You'll eat all that. And then we ate all ours. Yeah, we did it with the tzatziki. Do like tzatziki. Yeah. Oh, well, that might make it a lot harder, Jude. A local phone, because that's not an iPhone. Don't ask me, Jude. You'll just have to come on here and half listen to me and talk to everyone else, which is the most important thing about this, is that everyone can talk to each other on here, nice and privately. Say what you like on here. It's not going to go out to the world. We're not going to have the trolls on here because they won't pay. So there you go. And I feel safer and you feel safer. Aha. So she's done something. Karen Houghton's done something that's worked. So maybe it's something else that we all need to learn to do. And Karen's on to, I tell you what, you should have been in IT. Yeah. Oh, you're going to have a cuppa and a biscuit for tea, Jenny. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. And you can have cheese on Vicky's. That's a good thing for that's a good thing for tea. And you know what? You can have a can of tomato soup like I had the other day. Oh, Judy, you know what you love, don't you? And you need it. And that's the interaction with each other to be part of our family. And Blackberry Beach has become a family. And a very supportive one, by the way. And I'm not going to go away now that I'm on Patreon. And I can do a little bit of Facebook. I just can't do that every day and do this as well. And so if I do a different time, I'm going to start coming on here at different times too. So, you know, I'll do the night times, but I'm going to do some during the day. I mean, I can do it whenever I like. So if I go live wherever I am, will you actually get notification of it? That's what I'd like to know, so that I might come on for lunch or down the... I can't really at the moment. Actually, I can. So I could go out, and I'm learning too, you know. That's why I think, shit, am I worth $5 a month, everybody? I know, $1.25 a week. Thanks for willing to pay. We are going to Bali Yes, and you can't wait, Brooklyn, to see Judy, and Judy can't wait to see you, and I can't wait to see everyone. Okay, so I can go live at different times, Lyndon, and actually it doesn't matter. So when I'm away, that's going to happen. I won't be doing it at 5:30 every night's in the afternoon there, and I can do it. But I think I may as well do it when I'm doing stuff. Probably when I go out for teas too late at night, which is probably good because I'm tired. But lunchtime in Bali and early evening is great. 5 o'clock there's 8 o'clock at night. So there you go. So you can see my place on YouTube as well if you log in. Don't ask me how you do that either. Karen Houghton, you're going to have to do a little video. Get Jennifer to do it. We want to see her. She's gorgeous. She's our artist. She's our very clever. Her kids. Hey, get your kids to do it. We want to see them. Can I have another drink? Why not? Bloody Lynn Parker's not on Patreon yet because she's waiting for the kids to do it. So there's a lot of people waiting for their kids to bung on because they don't know how to log in and all that stuff. But we're learning. But she's not here to have a drink with me. Bloody Miss Lynn Parker, I tell you. I had a bit of fun with the berries. And I've got Heather Conley's not on because she's probably having a drink with someone. But she's going to come and help me tomorrow get those orders out. Good on you. You know what Blue Greens just said about her lung cancer? She's not going to do treatment. She's going to go and enjoy her life. You know what, love? I know a lot of people that do that because sometimes the treatment can be worse than the disease. And it's about enjoying what you have. And it's not always about how long you will live. It's the quality. Quality is everything. And Lou, if you go to Bali, we know people over there. If you choose to go and you get sick, just make sure you have health insurance. They have good hospitals there, don't they, Judy? Yeah. Yeah, we want to make them bloody famous. Can I have another one? I'm glad you're giving me the okay. And Virginia Henderson just said that. How many people have we watched have all that treatment and then they pass away? And I know a girl that worked in palliative care in the ward with cancer patients in Geelong. And she's a berry, actually. She's a beautiful girl, Kazda. She gave it up because she could not stand giving patients 50 pills a day to keep them alive when they weren't living. She didn't feel that was fair, and I agree with her. So this having to keep people alive no matter what, it's not right. It's up to the person. And I think having given the choice, everybody, would we choose to have a shit life? Or would we choose to have a shorter one but have a full one? I think I'd rather have a shorter life and have a full life. I know you can't see me head. Who'd want to look at me head anyway? You know, I can smell me leg of lamb cooking. It's so little. And which is perfect for you, Lyndon O'Keefe. Yep. You can't see me glasses are all fogged up. I'm just turning it. Brucey likes his leg of lamb. And it's only $11.99 at Aldi this week, which is cheap for a leg of lamb. And they're little. So for you guys on your own, you can cook one of these. It'll be meals for 3 days. Make a shepherd's pie with the leftovers or put it in batter. Oh, I might have that tomorrow night. My cousin Pam will be jealous if I do lamb in batter. Bloody beautiful. With a bit of salad. That sounds all right. I've got my tea towels there, just turned everything. Oh, what a day. Getting your stuff out, everybody. The quality of life is so important. And I think that we sometimes have it all wrong. Oh, yeah, health insurance is going to be imperative. She knows that. Yeah. Lamb in batter, Denise. Oh, yeah. I tell you what, it's now, Denise, do you make my auntie's batter to put your fish in? That's the 1.5 cups of self-raising flour and a stubby of beer. Don't use the 0 alcohol one, don't work. And you just mix it up. Okay, 1.5 cups of self-raising flour, stubby of beer. When I have leftover lamb and you don't have enough for the whole family, this is like famine food, and we're all heading for a famine, you know that. You are too, Mel Johnson, so get stuffed. Anyway, you have a few, bit of lamb left over, chop it up like you're chopping up, some cold lamb, and deep fry it in the batter. And I serve it with salad, and it's yummy. Now, do you remember the day you used to go to the fish shop and they used to have hamburgers in batter? Do you remember them? You could get a hamburger in batter. So for those that didn't like fish, they had a hamburger in batter. Well, it's sort of like that, and I love it. You serve it with dead horse, tomato sauce. And we got Brenda on here. Brenda, did you know that dead horse is tomato sauce? I must tell the girls in America that one. What do you reckon? And salad. And it's a really nice meal. But if you've got, Denise, you've got kids, one's got COVID. Hope she's all right. She'll be fine. You've got kids, so it's a good way of And lamb fritters, that's it, Lyndon. I do that in the other batter and make it nice and thick. But it's 2 ways of serving leftovers, and it's yummy, isn't it? Lyndon, do you do it in the one like you do it in a fritter, so it's like a thick thing? And that I like that too. So it's like a pancake recipe, and you put in your meat and that, and you cook it. I have those as well, but this is in batter. 2 ways of making your lamb last, because in the day you couldn't, well, it's happening the same as in the day, isn't it? You didn't know, Brenda. God, I love you. Oh, we love her. Yeah, like a pancake, but this one's different. It's in batter. And yeah, it's bloody gorgeous. But that's what we used to do to make food go further. So you had your roast, and that was the Sunday normally, and it was very flash. And, I know my mum's best friend Joan had boys, and she always had boys over, and she used to make Yorkshire pudding. It didn't matter the roast chicken, Yorkshire pudding, roast lamb, Yorkshire pudding, because it was a filler. So you'd serve the Yorkshire pudding, a bit of meat. You wouldn't have to eat as much meat, heaps of spuds, everything that was cheap. Everyone loved it. And Brenda, do you make Yorkshire pudding with everything? Because I've got some beef in there that I'm going to cook up, and I love my Yorkshire pudding. And when I cook it in fat, I'd rather have that and gravy than the meat. And I'm a meat eater, but I'm diabetic, so it's not very good for diabetes, Yorkshire pudding, but I bloody love it. And actually, there was another recipe I did during, I'm getting into it at the moment. Yes, Lou. I did. That's like I did one. You make up a Yorkshire pudding, and then you cook up your sausages. And I also put pears. This is for winter. Cooked up slices of fresh pear and red onion, and baked it. Baked the sausages, and then poured the batter over it, and cooked it really high so the batter rose, and served it with gravy. And you know what? Bruce loved it. So you think, great way to make things last. And Vanessa, what happened? There you go. Vanessa was just saying 3 family members with cancer. The ones that had treatment lived shorter life than the one that didn't. So one never knows, we really don't know. It's choice. It's what people choose to do. And it's not up to us, is it? It's up to everyone else. Do you want that recipe, Virginia Henderson? Which one, darling? I'll make it. I'll make it for Patreon, the recipe. So tell me which one you want, and I'll do it. But the sausages and the onions and the pears with a batter over it, cooked up till it was nice and crunchy with gravy, was really nice. Oh, I know, but Brenda, I love Yorkie Pud. And I'm going to tell you something. Now, I do something that no one else does these days. Do you do this, Brenda? Do you remember your mum had a pot of dripping? Your mum had a pot of dripping and she would probably keep it next to the stove. So every time they cooked something and the fat came off, you kept the fat. I still keep me fat, Brenda Hilton. There's the fat. I keep it in the fridge. So I cook the roast, and then people go, oh, gee, your roast tastes good. And I'm, yeah, it's the fat. Fat is flavour. Cook it in the fat, put that when I finish, put the fat in there, and I put it in the fridge till next time, and it's fantastic. Oh, can you please send it to me privately so I can read it out? I can't see it. God, Karen does a good job. I can't see it. Where did you send it? Did you send it on my... Rightio. Now, this is from our beautiful... this is from our beautiful girl, Di McPhee. Hi, Lyni. I am back on the ward having cuppa and a bite. Surgery went well. Talk soon. Thank you to all the berries for their beautiful messages and prayers. Di, she's a beautiful girl. She really is. And she loves our group. And she's, isn't that lovely, everyone? That's what we're about. We are about that. Do I need to say more? I don't really reckon I do, to be honest. And someone has sent Jane a message about something. I'm in trouble for something. What's going on? Oh, Faye, it's all right, Faye. Your items are coming out, darling. Hey, Faye Wasson, I know you're on here. It's just that I had so much stuff and I'm actually getting it out as for tomorrow. So don't worry, love. You won't miss out, darling, and thank you. And you know what? I love the fact we're not techie. Nothing wrong with not being techie. And Barb Shanahan wants a 37 in the Navy, and I don't know what she's talking about. So I should have been selling everything in Facebook and not on this bloody website all along because no one got the website. Oh, bugger it. We're not about selling clothes anymore. Just help me get rid of what I've got for what I can. I'll move on. And we'll move on, and we're a club. That's all there is to it. Can't get away from me, can you? And I didn't realise that it's nearly 20 past 6. How come you've been talking that much? See, toast with dripping. And you know what, love? It tastes good. And I tell you what I still do. Me and Pam, right? Yeah. Well, when you cook bacon in the pan and all that fat comes out, you put a bit of bread in it and you fry it up. Brenda, do you still do that? Oh, I love it. See, Brenda used to have beef dripping on toast. Now, what's wrong with that? We're going to go back to the old days, I tell you. You're all saying how yummy everything tastes with fat. So all this you can't have, fat's bullshit. And you know this, you've got to eat this and that. Well, how come in France everyone eats lots of butter, lots of cream? They actually do. And they have a lower rate of heart attacks than us in Australia. Yeah. It says something, everyone, doesn't it? Yeah, see, you're the same, Cheryl Ralph. We're all brought up on this stuff. No one talks about it now. Oh, no, it's just not trendy enough. We must have quinoa, which I do that bowl, which is very nice. But, not everyone wants quinoa or smaller size meals, Lou. Well, I think you're right. It's have what you like, but don't have too much. Battered leftover roast. That's it, Vicky Ross. And that's how we all were economical. We made it last. And Robin Holland said, dripping sandwiches, see? And Shay Miller said the French walk or ride their bikes everywhere and drink red wine. Prosecco's close, Shay Miller, isn't it? Are you having a drink, by the way, love? Duck fat. Well, I used to do me spuds in duck fat, right, for Christmas or if I had visitors, but I've learned another way and it was Nigellas, and I look like her when I do it. And I've got my Ovens Beco. It's from Made in England, Brenda Hilton, and a con to get us to eat marge. I know margarine was so bad for us. Never. I hated it. I'm a butter girl. Anyway, I've got these dishes in there. So what you do with Nigellas is you parboil your spuds. Oh, I love bubble and squeak, Vanessa. Yes. And what's that stuff you make in Ireland that Iris makes? Chap. It's beautiful. Champ. It's yummy. It's cabbage and onion and potato and stuff, and about half a pound, kilo of butter. So you get a baking dish and you put oil in it, and it's frying oil, vegetable oil, not olive oil. Then you parboil your spuds, drain it, give them a shake like Jamie Olive, put some flour in, give it a shake so your spuds are all rough and covered in flour. You put your oven to about 240 degrees, like 220, 230. You heat that oil up like you're heating up a deep fryer. Think of a deep fryer. Then you pop those potatoes in there and you turn them halfway through and you cook them. And I tell you, everyone I make them for absolutely loves the spuds, and we never have any left over. And it's not with duck fat, it's with that. And they're like you put them in a deep fryer. They are delicious. And Karen Houghton, I made Irish stew. I've got it on here, haven't I? My white stew, we used to call it, Irish stew. We all love all that stuff. Let's get over the quinoa. Let's go back to the real stuff. Sausages. We all love a good sausage in bread. That's why Bunnings have got the things out the front, like, oh, they never talk about, sausages. Oh, no. Well, guess what? There's nothing like a snagger with fried onions in a bit of white bread with a bit of dead horse. And if it was, it's not trendy. Well, how come they sell so many at the front of Bunnings? Yes, because we're all guilty of eating real food. That's real food. Yeah, doesn't have to be gourmet. I buy the ones in Coles or here, and you get like 24 sausages for about $12 now. Like, they cost nothing. I tell you what, I like them. I actually like them better. Don't give me a flash sausage. I don't know the difference. Give me the cheap one. I still like it. Yes. Oh, you have not. Lou Green, my mum used to make jam roly-poly. Lou, would you mind putting that recipe on our cooking page? Now, that's a beautiful recipe for winter when you don't have much money. Like a scone dough with jam, roll it up, cut it up, put it in a dish and put on your golden syrup sauce. It's beautiful. Aldi has the best recipes, Karen. Really? I love you, Karen Houghton, but I think everyone else. I do too, Lyndon O'Keefe, and it was a way of filling us all up, wasn't it? And I would eat them now. And golden syrup dumplings, which I've made, and Bruce will eat those for lunch in winter. And it's a good, cheap, economical meal. Oh, let's face it. Yummy for winter. Lou, put it on, please, on the cooking page. I want to see it. It's fantastic. It just goes to show, it doesn't have to be flash. Don't take me to, except buy me a crayfish, but don't take me to the flashiest restaurant. Because I just don't need it. You know what? Wait till you see me at the market in Thailand. Golden syrup dumplings are to die for. I'll tell you what they do in Thailand. They have their own little little restaurant things. They do really good fried chicken. That's where Jesse got bit by the dog when he was pissed and ended up having to have a course of anti-rabies shots. That was a trip. They are, Vanessa. The CWA cookbooks are good and the PWMU ones. And now the PWMU ones are the ones we had because it was the Presbyterian women's movement, which was, we were Presbyterians. Oh, Bev Anderson's come back on. Where have you been? And she's got curried sausages for tea tonight, Bev Anderson. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Nothing wrong with them, Karen McEwen, is there? And they're the ones I like too. So I prefer them to all the others. Don't give me too fancy a stuff, I'll tell you. Brenda's getting, you're getting hungry. Brenda would love that. Oh, poor Brenda just got up, everybody. She just got out of bed. So she's having her cuppa. I tell you what, I'd love to have. And Brenda, now Brooklyn wants to know when you're coming because she's going to look after you in Queensland, okay? So Brooklyn Bruff, Brenda's on here. So we talk about you a lot, little Brenda, because we love you, that's why. And we're a bit excited about you coming out, really, to be honest. But we're also excited about Janine coming out, Janine Amory, to Sydney in August. Another thing, it's one of our Berry's birthdays today, and I'm going to go and I'm going to ring her up. And I love your guts. Bye.